demonstrated integrity, strength, compassion and loyalty while she was with us. And my predecessor Martin George was even more effusive in his praise, saying Aku has grace, charm, humour and modesty. On top of this is a determination to succeed and a willingness to work incredibly hard. In the relatively short time that Aku's been away from school, she's had a huge impact both in the UK, where she studied, and back home in Lagos. She's very much an inspirational figure for young women and girls of Nigeria, but would also be an inspiration to those Denelmians sitting in the audience today. In particular, the Butterfly Effect programme operates on the simple premise that small changes can have great consequences, a message which I'm sure will resonate with everybody sitting here today. Welcome again, Aku, and we look forward to hearing from you later.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is truly a great honor to be back in Durham School as the guest of honor for the 2023 Speech and Prize Giving Day. I remember the excitement I felt during my own speech day in 2012. I was awarded with the prize in economics and the Outstanding Contribution Prize. I always wondered what they saw in me to think I had contributed to the school, especially when I knew how much I had actually gained from the school. I don't even think I fully realized how much I had gained until I had a life-changing car accident in August 2021 that caused me to reflect deeply on the life that I had lived thus far. It was after that accident that I resolved that I was created on purpose for a purpose, and that everything that happened in my life happened on purpose for a purpose, including me attending Durham School and me being here speaking to you all today, with this speech that I've aptly titled, The Circle of Life. I'm sure the Lion King song is already running through your mind, and while many of us knew the melody, very few of us paid attention to the lyrics. So I will share. From the day we arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path of winding in the circle of life. Simply put, my speech today is intended to reinforce to you that you have a place in the circle of life. You have a place in this world. You have a place in history. You have a place in creation. And every moment of your life is an opportunity for you to figure out what you are here for and how to make the most of the place you've been given. You were created on purpose for a purpose. I hail from Kwakwalisi. I'm glad you guys tried that. In Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. And even though my maternal grandmother was from Durham, I never imagined that I would get to school here, especially since I completed my nursery, primary, and secondary school in Nigeria. And I plan to attend university in Ghana, as my 3 elder siblings had done before me. I had written both the West African Examination Council exams and the IGCSE exams. However, the IGCSE exams came out before the West African Council exams. So when I was applying to the university in Ghana, I attempted to use my IGCSE exams, but they rejected it on the basis that they only accepted the West African exams. It was because of that my parents felt that I might miss the academic year if I waited until the WAEC exam results came out. So my mom suggested that I start looking for schools in the UK where my IGCSE results would be accepted. Interestingly, her younger sister's daughter had just gained admission at Durham School. And so she suggested I also try and apply. As if divinely ordained, my eldest brother was also studying for his master's in Newcastle at the time. So my dad embraced the idea of me coming to school in Durham, as he felt I wouldn't be so lonely here, since I would have my cousin in school with me, and my brother only a few minutes away. And that was how I ended up in Durham School in 2010. I was the only Black person in the whole school, and it's great to see that that has changed. But surprisingly, my uniqueness did not trigger discrimination. It rather aided my assimilation. At Durham School, diversity is clearly celebrated. Because being Black was to my advantage. gained popularity and made friends very quickly. I never felt less than because I was a Black African woman. Instead, I learned to value and embrace the fact that I was a Black African woman. The culture shock also wasn't as drastic as you might imagine. In fact, it was the freedom I experienced here that had the greatest impact on me. Simple things like being allowed to change my hairstyles as often as I pleased, which was a stark contrast to the regimented hairstyles I was made to wear while I was in secondary school in Nigeria. My dad thought I was being eccentric when he discovered that I was tagged the girl with 1,000 hairstyles in the neighbor's yearbook. But he did not realize that the freedom of expression had encouraged me to start finding myself. Another thing that greatly impacted me was the realization that correction was not only effective if it was based on corporal punishment. I remember my first major offense in school was submitting a plagiarized assignment, and instead of lashings, I was invited for a conversation and enlightened about the value of analyzing things for myself and proffering my own ideas. That single conversation changed everything I knew about educational excellence. Because in Nigeria, we were encouraged to copy and paste, but here I was encouraged to think for myself and to ask questions. Even my approach to faith changed, from simply believing only what I had been taught, to exploring my personal encounters and convictions. Time would not permit me to go into all the details, but I proudly say that Durham School changed my life for the better, and I'm sure it has done the same for you. You might not realize it now, but every moment you have experienced is a pivotal moment in the circle of life. Where you are going tomorrow is determined by what you do today and what you choose to take from yesterday. So with all that I gained while I was at Durham School, I confidently embarked on my higher education journey and successfully obtained my LLB in law from the University of Reading in 2015, and my LLM in Human Rights, Conflict and Justice from the School of Oriental and African Studies before returning to Nigeria in 2016. Upon my return, I obtained my qualification as a barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria in 2017, after which I gained employment with a legal NGO called FIDA Nigeria, which provides free legal representation for indigent women and children, and advocates for gender-friendly reforms in the law. I was initially assigned to the Programs Department in the organization, but after a few months I realized a lapse in their Digital Communications Department, and so I started volunteering my digital media skills, and this led to my speedy promotion to the Communications Manager in the organization. And I was in charge of the organization's public relations and communications until June 2019. In 2019, a case about the arrest of indecently dressed women at nightclubs across Abuja went viral. It was dubbed the Abuja Raids on Women. And it was while working on that case that I concluded that a lot of Nigerians were actually not aware of their legal rights, because indecent dressing is not a crime, and it does not warrant arrest. I decided that from then on, I would concentrate my efforts on enlightening the citizenry about their rights and the remedies available to them in Nigeria. Shortly after the COVID-19 pandemic hit and the world shut down, the courts in Nigeria also shut down. This reinforced the need for me to focus my efforts online and channel my resources towards raising awareness. So in 2020, I registered the Butterfly Effect Empowerment Initiative, a media-based initiative which seeks to raise awareness about the various laws and remedies available to vulnerable groups in Nigeria. But remember that we are still talking about the circle of life. So I must take us back to my days at Durham School, where I initially realized the value of digital communications. I was 6 hours away from the family and friends I grew up with in Nigeria, and so I learned to communicate over the internet and share my experiences through social media. Little did I know how powerful of a tool digital media would be in affecting change in our world. So in 2020, the initiative in collaboration with the Wonders Group launched a COVID relief project which provided monetary grants to select Nigerians who have been negatively impacted by the pandemic. I too realized that I needed to make money to make the changes I sought to see in society. And so in 2021, I took up a role with the biggest real estate company in Nigeria called Brains and Hammers as a digital communications manager. Alongside that, I had also been running my self-titled blog channel on YouTube, which seeks to show the lifestyle of a well-rounded Nigerian woman. During my time at Durham School, I was privileged and the mentorship of Dr. Jenny Burns changed everything I knew about womanhood. From the way she walked to the way she talked, she exposed me to the value of an enlightened and empowered woman. And so now I seek to use my vlogs to transform lives by exposing other women to the value of an enlightened and empowered woman. In 2022, I launched my communications agency called Willow Communications, and also relaunched the initiative with the Change Life campaign, which seeks to share the stories of individuals and track the changes that intervention can make in people's lives. And now here we are today. I hope that by sharing my story, I have encouraged you to also consider how your time at Durham School has been useful in shaping your future. You were here on purpose for a purpose, and you have a big role to play in the circle of life. I will end with one of my famous scriptures in the Bible, from Romans 12, verses 6 to 8. In His grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well. So if God has given you the ability to prophesy, then speak with as much faith as God has given you. If your gift is serving others, serve them well. If you are a teacher, teach well. If your gift is to encourage others, be encouraging. If it is giving, give generously. If God has given you leadership ability, take the responsibility seriously. And if you have a gift for showing kindness to others, do it gladly. The truth is that we are all gifted. And when you discover the gifts that you have been blessed with, you can release your full potential. You can contribute to society positively, and you can make a lasting impact. So do your best and leave the rest for God. Be confident in your identity as a precious child of God. You are capable of great things, and you have an important place in the circle of life. Thank you.
I just finished my speech and I heard it was amazing. Maddie says it's the best one she's heard.
Definitely.
Oh, I'm so excited. My mom is there looking like a proud bunny. Proud mother. How was your daughter's speech?
Awesome.
Aww. I'm getting so many compliments.
I tell you.
Absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
It really was wonderful.
Wow.
I'm so glad you came back, and it's just, I just loved the honesty.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. See my mama strolling away. I taught her how to use Google Maps. See how she's watching the map like a hawk. Oh, so sweet. But it's a beautiful day in Durham. Truly beautiful. Can't believe I was speaking in that cathedral yesterday. I don't think I showed you guys my present from the school. Beautiful view. I vlogged this earlier. Hi family, good evening. It looks like morning, but it's evening. Waiting in the reception because we're about to go for dinner with my mom's half-brother. Is it half-brother or step-brother? Sorry, just her brother. But technically, what did they say when you're like same mom?
My same dad, not same.
Okay, same dad but different mom. I think that one is half. Then same mom, different dad is step.
They are all the same, eh?
One is step, one is half. Step and half. They call half when it's same dad. Step when it's same mom, I think. Correct me if you know. Okay. And his wife, obviously. Hiya! Honestly, it's such an honor, yeah. Can you say hi to my vlog? I'm recording our whole family dinner. Let it be on record. Okay.
No, get in front. Come on.
Uncle, your car is so cool. I just had to get it on record.
Her car.
Oh! Even better.
Peter's got a Porsche, but it's very low down, Peter's car.
Oh wow, fair enough. So
It's so low, and when you sit, it's like bucket seats, and it really hurts my back.
oh, fair enough, yeah.
It's okay on short journey. Well, we could have brought it, but
It's good for the styling, but not for practical.
We don't have to take my golf clubs out.
Oh, your babies.
You've been golfing, hadn't you, when you
Yeah,
saw it?
yeah. I stopped, you know, though.
Yeah, did
I
you?
haven't kept it up. It's
Oh,
an
no.
expensive habit, Uncle.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
a
it
habit,
is.
It's an addiction.
This is nice.
It's quite nice.
Ooh.
Open about 3 years.
Wow.
And it
There's
is.
been
It's quite
various things.
You've
Anyway, I
got
haven't had a
to
cuddle.
eat it.
I haven't had a cuddle.
I need mine.
I can't believe you're 29.
I know. I can't believe it either.
Do they still let you in the pubs?
Yeah, they do. Gentlemen.
She tells me off.
But the food is nice.
Amani. Ooh.
Yeah.
She said it's like a pub.
Maybe I should make this.
Oh, he's good.
Aw, thank you. Butter chicken here, thank you. Mango ice cream, mango cheesecake. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Hi fam, got home from dinner, or got back to the hotel. Just decided to sit outside and enjoy the breeze, the chapel, or the cathedral bells were going off as well. It was so serene. This place is so lovely. Bye Durham, I love you.
Baby,